Hey creative stampers, I wanted to do another Facebook Live today, and this time I want to showcase another free stamp set that is in our celebration called Thoughtful Blooms. Let me bring it out so you can see it better. These cute little baby flowers. And this is free with a $50 purchase. It also has this cute little matching punch, which is free with $100. So $150 would get you all of this together. And also, I am decided to get out my sketchbook, which I sell, and I am going to use sketch number 8 today. And I want to show you how I can use a sketch and create a card no matter what stamp set or suite that I'm using. And it's really helpful. A lot of my subscribers ask for help with creativity. It's like, how do you come up with a cute creative card without constantly copying someone else's card? And so my answer is use card sketches. And I like to show people how I use my card sketches. The links are in the description for the card sketchbook, all of the supplies, and on the blog you will find the dimensions for this card. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go on and get started. Okay, so here we have the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set, my card sketch, and on my card sketch, and I'm going to bring this up a little so you can see it better. The idea is that I have some kind of punch or maybe image that I've repeated going down this line here. And then my sentiment is on a banner. Then I have a layer behind the punches so that the punches will pop up. And then that layer is on top of a card base. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well, the example that's in the book, but I used an old, it's retired now, but it was a fall stamp set, and those are aspen leaves, and I just punched them out and put them down and created that card. So we're going to do that with these blooms here. So let's go ahead and get started. For my colors, I've decided to go with a color scheme from the lovely lipstick, no, Best Dressed. Whoops, let me pull this up. And Best Dressed paper pack, sorry, designer series paper, is so pretty. And so I saw this piece and I thought, those are the flowers that I want. I want lovely lipstick and petal pink, some Daffodil Delight, and use the Old Olive for the leaves. So that's how I came up with my color scheme. Now, my card base is Daffodil Delight. From the Best Dressed designer paper, there was Old Olive, a nice tone on tone, or this has little white polka dots, but it looks like watercolor paper, really pretty. So that is going to be my first layer, and that just goes on like that. Then I will have this white piece that I'm going to do my stamping on, and that is going to go right there. Oops, like that. And then finally, we have the sentiment, which will go there. It won't be that long. I'll trim it once I stamp. And then all the little flowers. Actually, I think it goes over this way. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a little bit of the designer series poking out here. I have my banner for my sentiment. And then along this line here, I will put the punched flowers. All right, let's do that. So I will need a piercing pad, a foam pad, because this is a photopolymer stamp set and it doesn't have any like cushion. So if you try to stamp this on a hard surface, if your hard surfaces have any grooves or dents or anything, the stamp won't stamp there, and you don't want that. So a nice foam pad always guarantees you a nice clean stamp each time. All right, now I also am going to need some scratch paper because, and let me grab that real quick, as I stamp on this white piece, I am going to be doing some leaves in the background that are going to fall off the edge here. And I don't want to mess up my piercing pad, so I have some scratch paper. So here is the stamp that I'm talking about. And, oh, I keep forgetting I have ooh, there you are. So hard to find my camera. And my D block is perfect. So I have that, and this is going to be an old olive ink. And I just ink that up, and then I'm just randomly going to stamp these leaves out here so that they peek through. Lift that up a little bit. Yeah. So they peek through where the flowers are going to be along the edge there. All right, so I finished with that. Let me get my stamp cleaner. And if you don't have a good way of cleaning your stamps, these Stampin' Chamois, it's like, I call it the miracle sponge. All it is a sponge that has water on it, but it picks up the ink. And then at the end of the day, I just rinse it out and squeeze it. And it is stained, but the color does not come off on your fingers. It stays on the magic sponge. I really don't know the science behind it, but I love it. So now I need the cute little flowers here. And I think what I want, I want these. What I'm going to do is a tone on tone. So I picked the, let me pull this up here. There's two sides of, there's like a detail and a filler stamp. And then there's this little bitty like detail that can go inside here or inside here. And what I'm just going to do is stamp it on cardstock so I get a tone on tone, and then punch it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a sec. So let me get my colors. Like I said, I'm doing Lovely Lipstick, Petal Pink, and Daffodil Delight. So pull all this to the side. We'll start with Daffodil Delight. Want just a couple. I don't need a whole bunch. Here we go. And you can barely see it, but it's just enough. And then I take my punch. Can you see what I'm doing here? All right. And then I line it up. And I'll pull this up to the camera so you can see it better in just a sec. Punch this other one out. All right. So that is what I'm talking about. So you can kind of see that tone on tone there. Yeah, let's get it in focus. My shadow. All right. So I have two little yellow ones. Now I'm going to do the Lovely Lipstick and the Petal Pink. So let me do those real quick. And also I need to wash off my stamp because I don't want yellow ink. Or I will get, of course, orange. And I don't, well, no, orange would be pretty. Orange would be very pretty. All right, let's start with the Petal Pink here. And I think I'm going to do 3 of each of these. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need to cover the whole my Petal Pink is kind of drying out. Let me get mine. There we go. That one's pretty. Okay. And punch these out. I think punches are so much more fun than dies. Dies are nice when you want some really fun detail cuts, or if like you want stitches or things like that. But a punch is just so fast. I love punches. So I'm glad they had this available free in the celebration. Oh, and speaking of celebration, I almost forgot. Tomorrow, March the 3rd, we have a second release. We've got some really exciting new products available starting tomorrow. And one of them that I can't wait is this gold foiled rose, gold foil and rose gold foil designer paper. Oh, I cannot wait. And I want, you know, if you've been watching me this past week, I'm really into this sponge roller brayer look. And I just can't wait to try that out on that gold foil paper because it's white with just gold foil. So like it has beautiful roses outlined with gold foil on white background. And so then with the colored ink with the roller, sponge roller, that's going to be really pretty. So I can't wait to try that with you guys. That will be available tomorrow along with some other things. All right, so definitely check out my my website tomorrow, KristinaReese.stampinup.net or creatingwithkristina.com, and then hit the shop up in the tabs at the top. We have our flowers. All right, let's get all this out of the way. And let's put our card together. Okay, let's move that over. And that over. Oh, I forgot my sentiment. Now, my sentiment, you want a sentiment that's long, fairly long, but bold. And I remembered this old stamp set. It's still available. Beautiful day. This beautiful, like stained glass butterfly and rose. But it had happy birthday. May your day be as beautiful as you. And I thought, oh, how pretty with these little petals. So I'm going to stamp that. And I'm stamping that. My card base is yellow. And so my tag, my banner is going to be yellow. And I'm going to do this in almost a dark black, not quite black. This is another color in the Best Dressed Sweet collection. And sometimes I like to just stay away from just black all the time. All right, now this is tricky because I can't see where I'm going. So hopefully that did good. And now notice I don't have the piercing pad here because I've got red rubber stamps that have foam on there already, a foam pad. And that looks great. It did kind of do a little mishap right there, but yeah, that's all right. It's not a major mistake, so I like it. And clean the stamp off. Oh, I'm taking a while here. Speed up a little bit. Well, now that I've got everything stamped and punched, it should come together pretty quickly now. Here we go. I need my tape runner. So first thing, let's put our base on. Look how pretty this paper is. I mean, you could do this one in Lovely Lipstick and, oh, what is that? Blackberry Bliss and Daffodil Delight. That would make a pretty card too. Man, I just love the color combinations. And that's another awesome thing about sticking with one company. I know we like to go to those big box store, craft stores, but it's really hard to match up colors when you do that. But when you stay with one company, like Stampin' Up, and you just buy the paper and the inks from them, everything matches. Every single Old Olive on all the different designer paper packs is the same Old Olive. And so, you know, it works. I love it. All right, now this is, like I said, this is going to kind of come close to the edge here, maybe 1/4 of an inch. It's 1/8 of an inch here, so I think 1/4 inch would look nice. And we're just going to tape that down. Okay. Trying to mash it up. It's not exactly perfectly cut, but that's okay. Not worried about it. Now, one thing I do like to do on my banners, and that is do a flag tail. Okay, this is going to hang down this direction, and first of all, I want the birthday to be right at the top, so I'm going to snip that off, and then I'm going to come down about 1/2 inch and cut straight across, and then I'm going to create this, what I call a dovetail or a flag tail. Snip up the center, and then snip into the top of that snip, and every time it comes out really nice like that. So, and we're going to pop that up on dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. There we go. And we just need a couple here. Okay. Now we are ready to create our little flowers. So I'm grabbing all my flowers here, and this is the fun part, kind of deciding where all the different colors are going to go. And some of them will be up on dimensionals and some of them will not. So let's start playing here. I think I'm going to put that one there, and then we can go to pink. Let's do another pretty pink. Then we'll go to the lipstick. We come back to the yellow. And then we go back to the lipstick, back to the pink, and back to the lipstick. Do we like that? I'm thinking the yellow, and the yellow, all this needs to switch around. So I'm going to switch this with this, this. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, cool. And of course I want it kind of zigzaggy too. So this is the fun part. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So halfway would be 4 and 4. And that's about right here. So I'm going to take my yellow one and I am going to pop that up right there in the center. Okay, and the large dimensionals work, but I think the mini dimensionals will probably be better. So I'm going to switch to mini dimensionals, and we're just going to put that flower right there. All right, let me switch to the mini dimensionals. Where did I put them? Here they are. Yes, we carry 2 sizes of dimensionals. These minis are really nice when you have something this tiny. And also, when I am working with something this tiny, I need my pick tool. All right, there we go. And this is the great little tool we have in our shop. It has a piercing element on one side, a little spatula on the other side, and then this is like got a little gummy piece that picks up sequins and stuff. It's really awesome. Okay, so now that I have that one there, we're going to put this one, of course, down and to the side. And I want it, I'm going to also get my liquid glue. It'd be easier with liquid glue, the ones that I'm going to lay flat. Just a dot will do. Okay, and I'm going to come out over the designer paper there. And now this one, of course, will go up, and this one will lay flat. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, let's see, we've got to do this. And for a little variety, I'm actually going to make this one flat also, then pop up the next one and then make the yellow flat. So that'll be interesting. I don't want them all to go zigzag like that, so I think I will go here. There we go. This one on a dimensional. Whoops. Make sure you have your inked side so it'll pop up. There we go. And then this last one. Ah, this turned out really cute. And like I said, this stuff is all free. Okay, we definitely don't want all our reds out. Uh-oh, what am I going to do? And it, well, I guess all our reds are boom, 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 right in a line. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. So placing flowers can be, I don't know. I mean, I think it looks great. What do you guys think? One thing I can do is add some cute little bling to these flowers. I think that would look really nice. You all can see a picture of that at the end of this video when I show up close of this card. I hope you all enjoyed this card. Like I said, this is from my sketchbook that I sell, and it's just $4.95, and it just helps kind of defray the costs of my business. There are just little things that cost me, and so I created this little ebook so that that would help me. Plus, of course, I have my shop, and anytime you purchase from me, I get a little bit from those items that I sell in my shop, and that helps me too. So I really love my crafting business, and more than that, I love sharing with you all these great card ideas. And with that, I think I've said "and" 4 million times in this video. but okay. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget, tomorrow starts our second release. And with that, bye-bye. Talk to you later.